Hi there, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I should say it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your mid-April, mid to mid-May 30-day reading. Anyway, trying to squeeze them in where I can, you know what I mean? And I'm on this tour across Canada right now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm meeting amazing people, learning a lot about my own country, which is really cool. Canada is huge. I've already traveled probably about 2,500 kilometers already from Ontario to Saskatchewan. And I was at the bottom of Ontario too, by the way. So, anyhow, Cancer, you are first. What is the energy for Cancer today? Oh, my Cancer people out there. Carmela. She's being amazing, actually, because normally she barks her face off when people go by. So she's being so good just for the video, baby. Are you? She's looking at me like, are you talking to me? All right, tell me for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know mid-April to mid-May? What does Cancer need to know? Ooh, got a few hanger-on-heres. All right, so let's see what we got for you. Bottom, bottom. These cards, aren't they pretty? The back of them, isn't that pretty? Are called the Beginner's Guide Tarot by, what's her name? Julie Sharman Burke. So if you're liking those cards, that's what they are. If you're liking them. So, Cancer. Oh my goodness. There you are right there. Wow, what a mittful. Okay, so let's take them in threes. I like to take them in threes and see what we have here. I guess you got four at the end. So your first three, 10 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so it seems like you've achieved some sort of success here, some sort of comfort right now in your life, but you either have an offer coming in, or you could be looking for love at this time. Kind of got your eyes peeled out because there's some sort of dissatisfaction. You're still longing for something else, and I think it could be perhaps a relationship. That's could be what you feel you're missing, because it does show you as single here, but very proud of what you've been able to accomplish. Sometimes also the Nine of Pentacles is when we need to take some sanctuary, some time away. She has the falcon on her shoulder. And so that's why I say this, because the falcon, she's only available by falcon. You got to send a little message, and she's not available by phone or email, or he could be, but needing a little bit of time. And also you're wanting to pat your own back a little bit here. You also could be getting a message of congratulations, some sort of message of support from your family or something to celebrate this, because this is success, comfort, security, a lot of things. Also, you could be thinking about leaving a job that you've been doing, that you've been performing for a really long time, or maybe a line of work. Like if you've been a carpenter for a long time, you want to do something else. You want to cook now. It's something along those lines. So, the next three cards, you get a lot of cards this time, Cancer. Wow, interesting, eh? You have the 10 of cups, so this is your second 10. And when you have a lot of tens, like for me, it suggests you're moving. I think you could be moving homes. You could be finding a new place, something more comfortable. So 10 of cups, queen of pentacles, and the chariot. Sometimes the chariot is seen as Cancer energy, to me anyway. Um, Yeah, I think that you could be looking because she's holding that single pentacle. And remember, I said you could be bored or not, bored of where you are, perhaps, or where you're living and wanting change, wanting to begin, grow something new. Um, you also could be like you could have been living with family or you know also if you're in a relationship, you're at the point where you're very very happy. You've gained success in that way, you've made your family proud. But I'm feeling that you're really wanting change. There's some sense of boredom, or perhaps just wanting to feel alive again. And what you're doing doesn't do that. So anyway, the chariot suggests that you are going to be victorious in what you're wanting to do. Cancer, any cancers that I've known, are very action oriented people. They're very busy people. They have a lot of hobbies and interests, and they're usually very creative, hands on, talented people. But at the same time, with the chariot, we're being pulled in two different directions, kind of. And in the chariot, we need to kind of compromise, maybe. Compromise, give a little less to that side, a little more to this side, perhaps, or do things in moderation. You don't have to quit something completely, but there's something pulling you away from your best path, your best intentions. So, like I said, it's not like you can't give it any of your time anymore, but you need to give it less, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So, you're also perhaps wanting to travel, do some traveling. If I were to hazard a guess, you might be thinking about it in the fall, more towards September, something like that. And then in these last cards, you have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I think you're moving. I really think you are. You're either moving, or you could have been ending a relationship as well. That could be happening all at the same time. Like all of these things could be happening all at the same time for you, Cancer. But you're really open, like I said back here with the Page of Wands. I think this is the only thing missing for you. I think you like to be in relationship. I think you're very open to it right now. And you could be also treating yourself a little bit better. The Ace of Cups is also about self love. And when we care for ourselves, we're ready to welcome love into our lives. We're ready to be loved. Anyway, this is a really beautiful card. It's one of the most beautiful cards to get. So it's a beautiful new emotional beginning. Okay. Queen of Cups. So this very well could be you. It also could be, who else do we have in here? I'm thinking maybe Pisces. You could be connecting up with another water sign. But again, the Queen of Cups, the energy mostly means wanting to connect, She wants to connect right down to her very depths of her heart and soul. That's what the Queen of Cups is about. So wanting to be in relationship, so this is, you could be seeking new relationships. This could be friendships too. It doesn't always have to be love, 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 but it can be love, 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 love. But it could be friendships too, seeking new relationships, period. Right? She wants to connect. She wants to, yeah, because you could have been feeling very lonely, as we all have over these past 2 years, and realizing how important connection is to us, Um, and here, you have a choice to make. There's something more out there for you. I told you, you're seeking new adventure, new period. So you're not sure. You looks like you have choices. And so you're not sure at this point which one is the right one for you, feeling a little leery about perhaps making the wrong choice. I don't think you should worry too much about making the wrong choice. The most important thing is you're moving forward. You can try this way, and hey, if you get there and it's not all that, hey, I'm going to go back and I'm going to try that way. That's my advice. But you're also, too, this is partnership, right? This is relationship partnership. Twos are about doing things together, moving forward together as a team. I think you want to be part of a team, you know, and that's the other thing about relationships, we're doing it together. So that's what you're really seeking, someone who wants to go on this journey with you. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have. There's that partnership card again. You want relationship, okay? And I think that you have a couple people in mind, perhaps. There could be at least one person from the past on your radar that maybe never got going, really, and but you always liked them, cared for them, whatever, so that's a possibility. But anyway, here in the recent past, you have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Nine of Swords is, where we can go through a lot of worry, a lot of angst, things bothering us at night, maybe not getting enough sleep, perhaps. But you're, I think you're on your way to healing because you're at the 9. And when we're at the 10 is when we've decided to let it go, not let us grip us, bother us, wound us anymore. So you're almost there. You're still struggling a little bit with the past and what's happened in relationship somehow. So, yeah. And then you may have gone through a period where you were withholding your time and energy, withholding, keeping your distance, perhaps, right? You also could have been putting money away, saving money for something secure, something stable. And also you could have been preserving, you're trying to preserve your energy because look at, he's wearing all green, eh? And so part of this is healing, right? You're healing from this. You're healing. So you're taking the time to do it. Fours are always pauses where we're taking the time to heal from what has wounded us and hurt us. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is when we collaborate, when we get together and we start putting effort in again. We're ready. This is a collaborative effort. Usually you could be asked to help out on some project. You um, could be asked for advice or your experience or something here. Anyway, you're only too happy to now because I think you've spent some time here. I think it was healing. I think you were healing from whatever this is because I don't think that you can leave relationships and stuff like that so easily as other people. I think it really wounds you, Cancer. It hurts you. So, in the present, you have the King of Wands, the Temperance, and the Death card. So, in the King of Wands, you're ready to take action. This could be a fire sign around you. Usually, the King is Leo because he is the leader. He is the top of the food chain. But anyway, but he is also very decisive, confident, takes action, is thirsty to find creative ways to do things, as a planner, creator. But anyway, so the action you want to take is bringing more balance in your life. And the interesting thing is the Temperance is the very center of your reading. It's the very core. And this is, you're bringing more balance into your life. What I mean is taking more time for yourself, which you have been doing, I see back here. But in that time, you should be doing things you enjoy, things that give you pleasure. And also that moderation I was talking about back here in the Chariot, because Temperance is very much about moderation, right? Getting the right balance here for you to feel good and at peace and have harmony in your life. You like, look at what a beautiful place this is, you know what I mean? And so in doing that, I think you're realizing that there's something that needs to go, something that you need to leave behind for good. It could have been lingering. It could be, a job, an attitude, a person, um, perhaps a bad habit, whatever is in that black horse that keeps pulling you away from your destined path. You do have a destined path, Cancer. So there's something kind of pulling you away, but I think you're getting ready to cut that out of your life now because you really want to be happy and balanced and, you know, right? So you're ready to take the action on this now, eh? I think for a long time you've wanted it, but you couldn't, wouldn't, didn't know how exactly. Anyway, now you have the chutzpah that you want to take it. Hi, Nisha. How you doing? So in the outcome, you have the Strength, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So, I like that you have the Strength here because I always like to say it takes a lot more strength to be vulnerable than it does to be, you know, forceful. Okay. It takes a lot of strength to let people know that we might be hurt. We might be vulnerable right now. That's, because we feel like it leaves us in a vulnerable position, but perhaps people might surprise you. And also, it doesn't really, it doesn't. I think that, when you let people know, because if we're always acting like the strong, lion, then people aren't going to really think you need their support, or and that's right or wrong for whatever reasons. The thing is, it's okay. You don't always have to be the lion. Sometimes you can be the lamb. It's okay because you're healing right now, right? So give yourself a little bit of a break here, and and also sometimes we use that lion to protect us because we are vulnerable, but I don't think you need it as much right now. We need to learn that we can put down our defenses a little bit and let people know that we're hurting, we're vulnerable, we're healing, right? Where those other two cards go. And then you have the Two of Cups. So I told you that you're wanting relationship. In fact, you may. I told you there's someone from the past. I think there's someone new coming in, and I think there's someone from the past. Okay. So I think there could be a choice situation. All right. But anyway, you are going to make contact with either of these people. There seems to be a lot of fire energy here. We have the King of Wands and we have the Temperance, which could be Sagittarius. And then we also have Gemini energy as well. And it's funny because Gemini is the twins, so it's kind of like partnership as well. You could be thinking about partnering with this person, maybe not in love, just in friendship, but I think you're seeking relationship. I also think the Knight of Swords could represent your haste in contacting this person, making contact, communicating, talking to them so that you can see if this is a possible. And the thing is when you're doing this, you're showing your vulnerability. You're being that lamb. And you know what? It might work. It's not a game, it's not a thing you're trying, to see. You really mean it. You really mean it. And it might work. They might be willing to talk and open up and all this stuff because maybe they have also gone through, this lesson, this life lesson of how we can't always be the lion, right? So, um, I definitely see a lot of change for you here, Cancer. I think you're moving at the very least, okay? You're moving homes. You could be moving jobs. You could be changing very many things in your life. And you could be ending a relationship here that it may be or it may have been a little bit difficult for you to get over, okay, whether it was a love relationship, friendship, whatever. And you I think you could be seeking out someone else from the past. I think you're ending something completely, contact with one person completely, and you also could be wanting to contact someone else from the past that may have been a support to you, may have been a friend, may have been someone who genuinely cared, but or you cared for them, whatever, you know what I mean? But the thing is, it just never worked out somehow. So you might be taking another whirl at that. Okay, so I don't know. Let me know. It's kind of interesting that you have a lot of cup energy. You have the ace, and then you have that too. I think you're looking to connect. All right, so let's put all those away, and we will move on to Scorpio. From Scorpio from Montreal. Bonjour. Comment ça va? I'm limited in my French, so, and you could be English because there's a lot of English in Montreal. A lot of people don't know that, but Montreal is such a beautiful city. It's one of the nicest cities in Canada, along with Quebec City. But I love Montreal. Love, 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 love going there. Very friendly, too. All right, so let's put these cards away and we will get on to Scorpio. So the next deck I'm using for Scorpio is the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. So Scorpio, my darling, darling Scorpios. Bonjour. Absolutely. You know, I love to travel around, and I have been to Quebec. I've really enjoyed Quebec. And, I got to tell you, I've had nothing but good experiences. People were so friendly. I got lost, and this person just in this random neighborhood said, "Wait, I'll drive and you follow me and I'll drive you out of this neighborhood to the right street you should be on." It wasn't that nice. Like, he got in his car and everything and showed me right out. And I was just like, that's so nice. Went out of his way. So, yeah, I always remember that. Anyhow, okay, Scorpio, we got a few cards there for you. They are ready to rock and roll. Let's get this party started. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Look at that. So, 10 of Wands, the World, and the Chariot. Boy, are you having changes in your life too. In your work right now, you find it, you're just not into it. It's not doing it for you. It feels like a chore. It could be too much responsibility. It's a burden in some way. You don't like it. You're not enjoying your work. So you're seeking other opportunities, I think. You're actually about to make a major life change here. And I think you're looking to change your whole world. This is ending a chapter in life and ready to begin something brand new. And along with that, 10 of Wands, especially here, you may be looking to do something completely different in your career. I'm kind of getting a humanitarian feeling from somehow. And then the Chariot, and the Chariot is ready to just take off and go, and it's like really quick, fast, wild energy. Really, it's kind of wild. The reason it's wild, it's unfocused. It's going here and then it's going there, and then I should do this and then I want to do that, and it's all over the place. And the thing is that this is really a ripe time for you, a ripe time for opportunity for you to create something, anything you could want, really. You can be victorious here. This is a great victory if you can get yourself, get the blinders on, like the horse. You can get the blinders on. Mm-hmm. So, could be very and it's going to bring you the very thing you want, the very thing you want. But you gotta get focused, okay? I think you're kind of scattered. So, in the past, you have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. We'll get to these other ones. Oh, I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Okay. So, in the past, or in the recent past, you have Five of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Seven of Swords. The Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, feeling alone, lonely. Sometimes it's not left out. We just can't we don't feel included in a way. We don't feel like we fit in some way. You know what I mean? And it's frustration because we want to. We want to go in there. There's a key leaning against the door here. Okay. There's a key leaning against the door. So it says you have the key to move forward. I think that you may need to heal yourself a little bit here because look at how sad she is, eh? And so you may need to do some healing on yourself, and maybe that's the key. That's the key. That's the step you need. All right. In the recent past. And then there's the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. The King of Cups is, he also wants to connect. I think the King is, the Queen is usually Pisces. The King is usually Cancer. Yeah, I think so. Anyhow, it doesn't have to be. This is water energy. This could be you, Scorpio. Anyhow, this is there's a feeling of detachment in both of these cards. A feeling of detachment. Okay, this person is beautiful person. They're supportive. They're kind. They're helpful. They're sweet. They're really, but somehow detached. Not one part of this king's body actually touches that water. And so, very deeply emotional person, however, can't quite reach them, or they can't reach you, one or the other. There's someone that's unreachable here, okay? And um and there could be some hidden information. There could be something you don't know about the situation, because usually in the Seven of Swords there's some sort of hidden information, something we're unaware of, something that's kept from us on purpose. This is deliberate. It doesn't have to be mean or sneaky or deceitful. It doesn't have to be. People have their own reasons for doing what they do or don't do. But I feel like there's something unknown to you. I think you'd like to know it, but be careful when we dig into other people's closets. Just be careful. So, anyway, what I want you to know is I don't think it has anything to do with you, Scorpio, or it's not really the other person. It's ourselves we need to heal here, right? And it's not because of you this person is detached there, or you're detached. Whoever it is, it's the other person is not to blame. We need to heal ourselves in some way. We feel lonely or alone, I think, in the world. And so when we can heal that, you know, the right partner comes. Or maybe it's you that's detached, actually, Scorpio, kind of detached. And when you heal the self is when you can, because you won't have to hide anything anymore. You can be completely open, right? I don't know if I'm hitting any bells here for you, Scorpio, but I get caught up in a thing, and sometimes it's the right thing. I am well, and I ate well too. But I know what you meant. So then you have Justice, you have the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. It's funny, the Knight of Cups is right in the center of your reading. So you want to, like, the Knight of Cups, all the knights have a goal. They want to win, and they usually do. They're very action oriented. They're out to seek something, to win it, and have it. And the Knight of Cups is out to win their love. Okay, he's trying everything. He's got the flowers, he's got the picnic, he's got the beautiful white horse, he's pulling all the tricks, trying to win someone's heart. Okay. um I think that there's something that you need to look objectively at here. Like sometimes in the justice, of course, it's about a fair decision in our favor. It's equal and it's fair, and it's about bringing balance into our lives. And it's about looking at the other sides of people, because when we have to face justice, right? Sometimes we have to give justice or receive it. And it's about sometimes our shadow side, something we did wrong. Perhaps, we ran a red light, or we got into an argument with the neighbor, or whatever it could be. But sometimes it challenges that other side. But in this case, I think that also in the justice, we need to look, it's when we need to look at all sides of something. Okay. All sides of something. And then, um, and consider it, and then give our opinion. The judge gives their opinion on the whole situation. That because the judge is they're very objective. They're not a part of the situation here. Anyway, I think you want fairness. I think you want to win your love here. You want to win some sort of I also think there's some sort of acceptance here as well, because there is in the justice as well. We do have kind of two sides, and we need to keep them in balance, kind of thing. But the thing is I'm not you may be off to get some peace, some calm, some time to think here. I'm not sure if you're if you're getting what you're really seeking here. You're wanting relationship, you're wanting to connect, or someone is with you. Okay. Especially if you take a break, if you go off and just have some time on your own. And maybe that's what you need here, is some time. You take a break, get some distance. You could go on an actual vacation, you could just get away for a while, or you could just get some distance from someone that you love, that you care for. You maybe feel that there's some sort of imbalance or something like that in the situation. So you may just want to take a break for a bit from it. Okay. Because I think that, and it could have to do, like this King of Cups could be you or could be them, right? That is detached. One person is detached, and one person wants it so bad they can taste it. you know but I don't know it's if the night is successful yet. Now, that's the thing, which is interesting, because I think the night actually could be Scorpio. Actually, I think the night actually is, look at, he's even wearing a heart on his arm. Heart tattoo, just wearing it, that he's just in love. This person is in love. So this is you or this is them, Scorpio. Okay. This person's in love. And I think there could be some frustration or something like that in what you're trying to achieve. They're trying to achieve something like that. Okay. Because the Six of Swords is, Maybe you're going to get some distance. You could go on a trip, vacation, or just get some space. All right. And then in the outcome, I really like this here. Okay. The Fool, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So it kind of looks a little bit scary with that Eight of Swords. But I want to point out something here to you. Maybe also here. We got a common theme going on here. First, we saw it in the Chariot, where these two horses are going in different directions. They're not working together. And one is, the angel and the devil, and your bright side, your shadow side, however you want to look at it, okay? Because I think you pull yourself in a good way for a while, and then you get distracted, or you self-sabotage, or something, or you're just too busy all over the place. And then we saw it again here in the Justice. We got it's the judgment between good and evil, between bad and good, and our two sides of how we try and improve or justify what we've done here. So you got these two sides here again, and then again in the Eight of Swords. The difference in this line is I do get you, Savannah. The difference with this one is that in the Eight of Swords, she lets other people see this image of her. Can you see that one? Can you see that image of her? That's the image that we let people see, that we're okay, we're together, yeah, I'm good. But really inside, we're struggling so much, okay? But I think that you're beginning to change that. I think you're taking a risk, you're taking a chance, you're starting to have faith, you're also you're not needing to hide this as much. Okay, that's one of the things you're changing. That's one of the leaps of faith you're taking, is letting people know, especially people around you, that you're struggling in some way. There's some way that you um uh need guidance, just need, someone to listen, or whatever that is. And you might be surprised that how many people have been through a struggle or currently through a similar struggle. So it helps a lot, I think, when you're able to be you. Be you. You have faults. We all do. We all have faults. We all make mistakes. You're so darn normal. It's crazy. That's what I want you to know. You're normal. It's okay. You know, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to act perfect. No one really expects you to, because that takes a lot of the pressure off us, too. And here's where you take the action to start changing this, to start acting differently. And I don't mean acting, like you're taking action on trying to be yourself, and also accepting yourself, your your faults, your wonderful qualities, your it's all you. There's not another copy, you know. So I think that you're going to start celebrating your your similarities and your differences and your weaknesses. It's okay. Like, I'll tell you something about me. I'm a very jealous person. When I'm in a relationship, I'm very, very jealous. Now, in my youth and childhood, I went through a lot of rejection in life. So that's probably why I'm so jealous in relationships, but I admit it right away. I tell somebody I'm very jealous, so don't be pulling any nonsense. I find it really disrespectful, and I wouldn't do it to you either, But I'm at the point now in my life where I'm okay with it. I realize it about myself and just accept it, right? It's part of who I am and it's okay. And so this is exactly what you're doing. I love, 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 love it. I have never seen the Eight of Swords look so good, with all this positive energy around it. It's almost disappearing, you know? Oh, so awesome. Okay, so Cancer. I hope you like that. I'm really proud. Cancer. Scorpio. Scorpio, I'm really proud of you, because it's hard doing this, right? It's hard. All of us wear some sort of facade. All of us want people to think we're stronger, smarter, all kinds of things, eh? So, and so I'm so proud of you because it's not easy to get through this lesson. It's not easy, but you're doing it, Smalls. You're doing it. So, all right, let's put that away for you, Cancer. I'll put timestamps on. I still got to do it for Earth. Ah, I had to take my car in this morning, and I'm not kidding you. I've driven 2,000 miles on a broken, what's the thing called? Rack and pinion. My rack and pinion's been broken the whole time. So when I go slow, I can hardly steer at all. And when I go fast, it's so friggin' loose. It's all over the place. And then my wheel bearing went and my alignment. So $1,100 later, it's going to cost me. So that's why I'm a little behind today. Today's reason. But, when I drive through the mountains, I want to make sure my car is okay because I might not be able to have any cell service to call for help. If I get stuck up there, if my wheel goes or my rack and pinion steering goes, or, what am I going to do? I'll have to get the old skirt out. So, and I'm getting old, so I don't know if that'll work anymore. Anyhow. All right, Pisces, you're up next. All right. Let's just give those a shuffle, put those away. Pisces, I have these beautiful cards for you. I just got these last weekend at the psychic fair. That I didn't realize this one woman sold cards. I didn't realize, and I just happened to be wandering around because it was quiet on Easter Sunday. And I saw these cards and I was just like, I love them. And so they're called the folklore and fantasy cards. And they are based on folklore from all over the world, Mexican, Japanese, Inuit, everywhere, everything. And there are also some Disney interpretations, like from some of the Disney stories. Anyway, there's your card, Pisces, while I was busy talking again. Sometimes I think my laugh sounds like Dr. Hibbert on The Simpsons, the black guy. I sound like him sometimes when I laugh. He goes, anyway. Ooh, look at that, Pisces. You have the Emperor. So you could be taking control in your life right now, getting things under control. You may have a lot more responsibilities now, a lot more on your shoulders. You might be the head of the house, the head of the community, the head of your business, maybe just of your workplace. You're the supervisor and you run the whole area, something like that. There's also a possibility that you're dealing with an emperor around you. This could be a father figure, this could be a partner that has more control in the situation because this person has the control or they're trying to gain it. All right. Um, Also, the emperor, is not just about control. Like they have to make decisions for all the people. So it's a lot of weight, a lot of responsibility, and sometimes a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Okay. So, do. In the recent past, you have the Five of Cups. No, you have the High Priestess, you have the Five of Cups, and the Chariot. Wait till you see these cards. They are so pretty. Looks like all you water signs are going through a real change here, okay? A real change. You're healing. I think you're ready. You're all ready for a brand new start, a brand new beginning. So let's go to the recent past. You have the High Priestess, the Five of Cups, and the Chariot. In the Five of Cups, or I mean, in the High Priestess and the Five of Cups, I think you're trying to gain some sort of insight, or were trying to gain some sort of insight into a situation, perhaps in a relationship where something went wrong. You got into an argument, or you broke up, or something here, and you feel regret, remorse. You could be grieving over and you're and the thing is I'm maybe there was a secret also, which is why this problem happened. There could have been a secret and it came out, and now there's regret because sometimes it's not the actual secret, it's the fact that we lied, because omitting is the same as lying. It's the same. So this person may have lied to you, you may have lied to them, and anyway, there's some sort of regret about what happened. In the Chariot, you may be winning this person back. It's a possibility, but it will be hard won. Okay, it won't be easy. For one thing, you or they need to get things into control, things into focus, like the emperor. You know, the emperor has things in control. He's aware of everything that's going on. He's got his hands into all the cookie jars. He wants to know. Um, um, he knows, you know what I mean? And he makes decisions for the good of all. So this is needing to really get your yourself under control, focused, and or they do. I'm not sure who is keeping the secrets here, who is at fault, or it's not even really at fault. It could have been a misunderstanding. You didn't realize it would do this kind of damage, didn't think it was that important, something like that. But you're wanting, I think you're wanting to change it, heal it, fix it, and you probably will, but it's going to be hard won. It's not going to be easy. I don't think this person's so easily just going to come back because you want them back. You may have to prove yourself. You may have to that you're going to get something under control. There's something that you need to get under control, or they do. Okay. So that's in the recent past. In the present, You have the Page of Coins, the Eight of Swords, and the World. So, I kind of really like this because the Page of Coins, sometimes it's an offer, but I think in this particular instance, I think you're learning something um, here about yourself. For one thing, you're feeling alone, feeling like you're facing something on your own. You could feel like see this person's wearing this they're feeling like a fool, basically. Okay, they're wearing the donkey outfit, feeling like they don't have a way out of a situation, or perhaps a way back home. Okay, so this could be you or them, probably whoever got into this mess, this secret, or this, whatever was going on there. Okay, this is definitely lesson learned. Feeling vulnerable and not sure how to get back in the good graces situation here. So there is something that you or they need to learn, and it feels like maybe this is something that you never have done. You've never learned this lesson. Depending on how we're raised, some things we don't learn till later in life. We bloom later for some things and earlier for others. We could really know the world but not know much about socialization. Anyway, there's all kinds of interpretations, but I think this is new for you to mm, for one thing, I think it has something to do with honesty, being completely honest. Being completely honest, I really do. And then you have the world. Um, hmm. The world is when we're ready to end a chapter in life, when we're ready to leave something behind. In some ways, you could be maturing. Like, if you think when you were 10 and then when you were 20, you were two completely different people. You went through a world situation at that time. You really evolved, matured, changed. Okay. And I think that you've changed a lot going through this situation with someone, a lot. It may have been some of the best lessons for you. It may have really helped. You could be celebrating here. You could be going on a trip, even. If you're able to heal what's happened, and if you might be able to heal it, but it could be slow going because someone's got the, you know, so it definitely could be healed, but it's going to change. If you stay together, if you separate, whatever, it's going to change because the world signifies the end of a way of life, basically, of in your life, of how you do things, how you think about things, you know what I mean. Here in the outcome, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So this is your new beginning. This is an opportunity that's come. It could be a new stream of income. All the stuff you could be going through here could also be a work situation. It doesn't have to be your relationship because we have the Emperor there and we also have the Ace of Coins here. So this could be a work situation. You could be dealing with someone who I'm not sure was overbearing or they were very hard to face, perhaps something like that. But anyway, You could have a new offer, new opportunity here for a new stream of income, a new source of income. On the other hand, I also think you're starting to heal too from whatever has happened in the past here that's really hurt you, um, you know, taking you back a couple steps. Anyway, so you're ready to move on here, okay? There could be something that you don't know, okay? Someone could be trying to get an upper edge in a situation here, okay? Now, this could be you, and I'm going to warn you, Pisces, be careful of remember what you just came out of. Okay. So whether that was the other person doing it or you doing it, it caused a lot of problems for you. And so just be real careful. This may not be devious at all. Perhaps you're just trying to get an edge. You know more about this possibility, get more information because you want to win. This could be a competition that you're going to have to go into, and the more you know, the better chances you have of winning it. And here we are with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is very much about competition. So this could be the reason that you're trying to get an edge, some information. Sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. So there may be someone you know that is working in there because you're competing a lot. You also this could be a situation for this money or the stream of income that people are fighting for. This could be at work or within your family. Sometimes if there's money to be had somehow, oh, everybody's all of a sudden has all the rights and none of the responsibility. It's what happens a lot. Anyway, I think that you are quite ready to take on a new challenge, begin something new. You're looking for something new here, to begin a whole new chapter. I'm just saying it might be a little more challenging than you thought at first. Any journey up the mountain, we always start at the bottom of the mountain when we start a relationship, a job, a new home. It doesn't matter. We always start at the bottom, and we're ultimately we want to reach the top, but we may have challenges and obstacles along the way. And that's what these are for you, it's just challenges and obstacles that would be for anybody on any journey up the mountain. There always is. There's a Five of Wands in every wand challenge. You know what I mean? So we just have to navigate, figure our way around these things. Um, One of the things you need to work on, I think, Pisces, is taking things personally, okay? Because there either is someone tricking you, hurting you, or you're hurting yourself here, tricking yourself, okay? Because ultimately you're ready for change, you're ready for something new, and I also think you might be ready for something more challenging. Maybe you need more challenging, you need more stimulation. Perhaps that's what you're trying to create here, in your life. There may be a certain amount of dissatisfaction. I also think you're lonely in some way. You feel alone in the world with something that you're facing, that you're dealing with. Could be family situation, could be something to do with the home, um, something like that. But you're getting ready to walk away, to move on. All right. Anyway, I hope that has helped all of you through whatever journey you're on. It looks like a lot of changes for water signs. I would say by June. there should be a lot of changes happening, and you're going to make some big life decisions, all of you. So I'd love to hear, and thanks for joining me today. I really, really like when you check in with me. And thanks for being so patient and everything. Like I said, I'm on this tour and I really am enjoying it, but it takes a lot of my energy. I do a lot of sleeping, resting, because when I'm on for 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they're usually 8 to 10 hour days of reading. So at the end, I'm pretty exhausted. And then there's a day of driving to the next place. So my energy feels really good the past couple days. So I just wanted to try and get these out to you. And that's why I kind of bunched them up so I could get everybody done in 4 videos. Anyway, trying to multitask, get it all together. I love you so much and take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.